about hatchback refrigerant pollution that could be a harm to the environment and health. Refrigerant that contains HCFC and HFC, and these chemicals that are released to the atmosphere can deplete the ozone layer. So in this video, we are going to explain about the first thing, environmental law related to this issue, and the second, effect of vehicle hatchback system to the environment, and the third, features as the solution to this issue, and the fourth one is responsibilities as engineering technologies to tackle this issue. So for the first topic, I'm going to explain and raise awareness regarding the environmental laws related to these issues. So what are the environmental laws enforced to tackle this issue? The first one is the NOOR protocol, and it was established on 16 September 1987. Now, there are 197 countries that have signed to the agreement. The objective is to control the production and consumption of the ozone depletion substances, ODS, such as CFC and HFC that are contained in the vehicle refrigerant. After the NOOR protocol successfully phased out the CFC and HFC, the use of HFC has increased in the refrigerant and air conditioning sector. Then, Kigali Amendment is presented on 15 October 2016 in Kigali, Rwanda, and this amendment has entered into force in January 2019. By phasing down the use of HFCs, the Kigali Amendment is expected to avoid an increase in atmospheric temperature of 0.5 degrees Celsius by the end of the century. Furthermore, it could reduce the emission of CO2 equivalent in the atmosphere by 70 billion tons by 2050.
Next, I'm going to explain on why this issue needs to be prevented. The chemical content in refrigerant can damage the ozone layer. Do you know that 1 kilogram of R410 has the same greenhouse effect as 2 tons of carbon dioxide? That is equivalent of running your car for 6 months. R1348 has 1,430 global warming potential. R12 has 10,700 GWP, while R1234YF has 4 GWP. So what are these refrigerants have in common? Yes, global warming potential. When the ozone layer is depleted, there is less filter for UV that comes from the sun. When this happens, there are many effects on the environment and health. For example, UV exposure can lead to cataract, aging, and even skin cancer to humans. It can also cause climate change due to the rising temperatures on Earth.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
When this becomes an issue to safety, health and environment, car manufacturers must find a way to prevent this issue from getting worse. So I'm going to explain to you what are the vehicle's features could prevent this issue. The first feature is cabin air filter, and this provides proper ventilation system for the health and safety of all passengers by filtering out the harmful gases from the outside. The next one is the low and high pressure pots designed to minimize leakage of refrigerant. This feature helps to service the refrigerants in the HVAC system. The way it is designed, that is, when we plug in the pots to the manifold gauge, it won't immediately release out the excess gases.
So, as engineering technologists, what we can do to prevent this issue from happening, the most important step that we can do is follow the correct procedures when handling with refrigerant. We play a major role to do things correctly according to the right procedure. For example, the vehicle hatchback refrigerants need to be put in the recovery tank and set it back to disposal facility where it can be disposed properly. Okay. Next, use the right tools and the correct procedure to prevent the refrigerant from being released to the air. Nowadays, we even have machines that could recover the refrigerant and minimize the risk from the refrigerant being leaked or released to the atmosphere. And last but not least, we have to use the knowledge that we have to spare awareness about the impact of refrigerant pollution to the environment and human health. Peace.